Hi, welcome to Derek Does. Today, we're going to do the... Hi, welcome to another Derek Does. I'm Derek. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, please subscribe. I've got a ton of cool videos you can check out of other cool vintage stuff and just various things, I guess you might want to say. But today, I'm going to do something I pulled from... I don't have a lot of vintage denim. I've shown some of what I've had, but I've never shown you this pair. This is a pair I picked up, I think, at a garage sale. This is a pair of women's, probably actually more of teens, but it's a women's cut 701 Levi's. And this pair is probably from the mid-1950s. I would assume it's mid-1950s because it is a zipper, and I know in 54 that's when the 501s put a zipper in it. I guess it's not the 501, it's the 501Zs, is that what it is? Or 551Z, I can't remember right now. But this is a pair of 701s. The tag is missing on the back to confirm that, but it's a pair of women's. It's a big E, double-sided. I'll show you all the close-up details of everything, but it does have a talon zipper in it, and I'll show you close-ups of that also. But I know for the men's pants, it came out in 54, so I'm assuming this is about 54 in that range. These obviously have been used, they've been worn, and I say a teen size because I think the waist is like a 23, so that's pretty small. Even for women's sizes, I think it's more of a teen size. It's got about a 20, what was it, a 23, 24, no, forget the inseam. It's a longer inseam, but it has that. It's got the riveted back pockets. It's got everything a 1950s pair of Levi's would have, but it's for a woman or a teen girl. The salvage is a little different too. It actually is a blue, and I'll show you that. It's like a double blue ticking on the salvage. Now I know that Levi's LVC, Vintage Levi Clothing, has reproduced this pair, and they have put a pink salvage in it. I don't know if it was originally pink and it's faded. It's not faded. It's not faded to pink or faded to blue. It was blue original. But I think with the new ones, they made it pink just to make it more girly, I guess. It has a couple of neat features to it that's different than probably your standard 501, one being the zipper. And that's not a Talon 42 zipper like you would normally see in vintage jeans, you know, from the 70s and 80s and that sort of thing. It's just a Talon zipper, and I'll show you that. It's a one-sided. It does not have salvage on the inside of the coin pocket like a 501 would. I guess I just didn't figure that because the coin pocket is tiny. I mean, you can get your thumb in there. That's about it. They did use multiple colors of thread though when making this. Now again, this could have been made in a certain factory that, you know, that's just how the machine was set up. I don't know if it's how Levi's was like specifically I had to use this color thread for this and this and this for this style of jean, or a lot of times these factories, it was just like whatever they had, that's what they went with because that's what was set up. Like I know, you know, if you're into vintage Levi's, you know that the Texas factory would actually put their back belt loop at an angle so you didn't have to put the extra stress on the machine running it over so many layers of denim to put the belt loop on. It actually saved probably lots of needles and just wear and tear on machines by doing that, at least on the back pocket because that's where the double yoke is. So what I'll do is I will show you this pair and you can take a look at it and you can see what 1950s pair of women's or teens, preteen, or not preteen, but like whatever, a miss size, I guess that's what they call it, isn't it? Miss size pair of jeans is, or for a very small lady with a 23-inch waist. Let's take a look. I'll put it on the hanger. All right, so here's the pair, and you can see it just has fantastic patina and wear in this pair. I mean, it's almost like, it looks like it's from LVC as copying a great pair of jeans. I mean, the leg twist on this, I mean, look at that leg twist just on that one leg. It's got little paint specks. It's got, you know, actual whiskers on the wear. It's not wholly, but it's just, it's almost perfect. But this is a pair of 701 miss size, I would say, women's 701 jeans from Levi's. Here's the back. I can see again, the patina on this is, it looks like you bought it this way as they're trying to copy it. But this is what when you find an original pair, this is what they look like. It's got some, worn away. Obviously, it's nicely worn. We have the Levi Biggie double-sided on each side. The actual tag itself is worn away just because it has been worn. These are really worn jeans, but it hasn't gone through the rivets though. So that's actually kind of nice. I think because these are higher rised, maybe they didn't get quite, like here's when you sit and everything, that got all worn away. Normally on like a men's pair, I always wear these away because they sit a little lower, I think, probably than what a woman's pair would sit. But this is the pair. And I'll show you the salvage. It has this kind of a really cool, it's not red line. It's like this doubled blue all the way. And it's inside too. It has this really nice orange chain stitch on it. But here on the anklet, it's a whiter color. It's orange here. It's yellow here. And on the belt loops, and I want to show you on the inside. On the outside, it's that kind of almost this same whitish, and on the inside, it's dark. Classic rivets here, 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 here. And again, get that to focus. There is no salvage on the inside. Zipper is a Talon. And it's a long rise Talon too, because these were higher waisted jeans than like the 501s. Come on, my focus on this new phone is a little slow. So this is it, and I'll show you on the inside now too. But you can see that really, if this was a guy's pair, I'd be rocking these instantly. But it isn't. It's just I picked these up, I saw them, saw their vintage, and I've had them ever since. All right, now we'll take a look on the inside, and you can kind of see just the fading's great. It's really not worn away. Pocket bags are good. So it has this Talon zipper. And it's not marked on that side. It's just marked on this side. It has the classic V-stitch right there, just like a pair of 501s. The button doesn't have any markings on it. I was hoping to see if I could see what factory did it, but it is marked free. Again, as I was saying, on the inside, there is no salvage in the coin pocket. But once you open it up, you can see it's got the hidden rivets on either side. And here's where I was talking about like the belt loops. If you can see, it's a different color thread. Where's the belt loop? There it is. On the inside than on the outside. And that's throughout. Pockets aren't marked at all. Although it looks, there's some old fading of something. 367? I'm not sure what that means. Anyone know what that means? 36, actually it might be 3671. I'm not sure. Let's check this one. I never really checked inside the pocket to see if there was a marking. And that has it too. Probably the same thing. 36. Is that a G? Or is that just... we discover stuff. That's the cool thing about vintage stuff. Like when you really, really look at it, you can see stuff maybe you never saw before. But that's that. I'm sure there's people that know what that means. And here you can see this is this is a salvage that would never have touched the sunlight, so you can kind of see the color of it there. And it's the same. There's no pink in it. It's blue. There's no actual tags left inside, if there were any tags. But this is it. It's It's a nice pair of jeans. I really like these. I wish I could wear them. Just the, obviously either someone was painting something, but I'm thinking someone was a painter, and that's what this is. They were doing some painting of something, because it's mostly just around this area. It seems like that would be something that, that's where your hand would brush your legs when you were painting. So, but there you go. Pretty cool pair of jeans. I mean, you don't see them often. Probably not a huge market for these, but they're still cool. They're still Levi's. They're still biggies, and but they're not red lines. They're blue lines. Well, there you go. This is a pair of 1950's 701 Levi's. Kind of a cool pair of jeans, and one you don't see very often. Probably didn't sell tons of these, not like a 501, which would have been sold in probably the millions by the time they were done. But the 701s, it's a smaller run, I would assume, of denim, but they're pretty cool, and this is a pair of them. If you've never seen a pair or even heard of a 701, this is what they are. Now, I did see LVC does make the reproduction, like I said, in pink salvage, and you can buy those today if you want, and that might be something up your alley if you want a pair of vintage. If you're a girl and you want a pair of vintage, it's not really a red line, but biggies at least, that would fit probably better than a pair of 501s for your body. And they also sell them just normal too, actually, just in their normal range. They're brand new. Obviously, they wouldn't be salvage or anything like that, but you could still buy a new pair of 701s. Also, I saw Levi's are still selling this style of jeans. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. It's kind of a neat episode of kind of an oddball denim, kind of like that pair of Sears I showed you, the pair of Western Sears jeans, which is kind of an oddball denim jean, not your standard Lee's or Wranglers or Levi's. So, again, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next Derek Does. Thanks for joining me.